Be honest, they didn't really do anything. We kind of just had different looks offensively, which was fine. They were working. They just kind of went into deny me the ball mode. And, that's something that you can only replicate to a certain extent in practice. So that was the first time I've been defended like that. So we're gonna have film, I don't think they're gonna be able to be successful denying me the ball, with their back completely to the ball. Like that's not gonna be able to work. But I think we were getting looks other places. So, I think we just kept rocking with that.
Kurt said just now, I think we turned some heads in that first half. I think these first two games have been really good for you overall. What do you think the Sparks have shown the league in these first two games?
That we're competitive, that we've bought into the new coaching staff and what we want to do here. I mean, me personally, I feel like I'm finally having a staff and teammates that are confident in my ability. I'm not afraid of getting yanked for making a mistake, which definitely makes a difference in how you go out there and play and compete. But this isn't a shock to us. And I think we like flying under the radar. So we're just going to continue to put our heads down and work.
This question's for both of you. What can you take away from this game, knowing that you got to play Saturday against the same team?
Apologies for being late. That was that was very important for me to get in there as soon as possible, knowing our quick turnaround. So apologies. I think our confidence, our team mentality, also our work ethic. I was saying, this was a interesting few days for us as a team, just like trying to grind through, and I'm really proud of our effort. I'm proud of our fight. And so I think people know that we love to play with each other and we love to play hard, and that's what we're gonna provide each and every night.
Chiney, you mentioned, you said that, sorry, let me start over. So you did a really good job defending Asia. She went for herself in the field. She shot well from the charity strike, but you did a good job defending her there. What's the goal when guarding Asia to slowing her down?
Just compete. She's a super talented player, and I love that she's got a fire in her. But I think that's sort of what we have. We have chips on our shoulders as well, and so just going up against Vegas, it's going to bring out the best in you. It's going to challenge you, and we love those opportunities. So yeah, to get them twice this early is like definitely a test, but this group, we are fearless. And I think we're also vulnerable in the sense that we go out there and we're not afraid to make mistakes because we know that we're going to learn through those mistakes. And so tonight we played really hard. We made some mistakes. We're going to learn from them, and then, get another crack at it.
Hey, Lexie, despite the loss, you had an amazing the first two games. What are you going to try to take from the first two games into Saturday night in Vegas?
Just confidence, playing within our system, finding my spots, and trusting my teammates. Like I said earlier, I have a hot style. You get a lot of attention defensively. So just trusting my teammates to be able to make plays, knock down shots. Like I said, this team is continuing to learn and build every single day, every single night. And like Chiney said, like we have nothing to lose. We're gonna fight hard every game. And I can't wait for this team to get 100%.
This question is for you, Chiney. Start off opening up with the return of BG, and then the defending champs come in. What have you learned, so far about this team with the two big time games to start the season?
Shoot. I think it's a really interesting stretch for us because, we are LA. That means we compete with the Lakers, with schedule, the Clippers, the Kings, and all that type of stuff. And so we have a long training camp, and then we go into periods of, having a long lead up into games. We open with Phoenix, as you mentioned, BG, then we come through with Asia and Candace, and we're practicing. I think sometimes we get in our own heads just because there's a lot going on and we're really trying to be as great as we can be. And there's anticipation, there's anxiety too, because sometimes you just want to play the games. And to be patient with our process, especially in this early 2-game stretch, I'm really proud of us. This is a team that has bought in. You can see that. A lot of people ask, who are we going to be this year? And now people are starting to see who we are. We're players that play with heart and fight. And so to see our schedule every year, we're always like 3 games, I think, in 14 days, or 4 games in 13 days, whatever the case is. We're impatient, but I think now you see the fruits of our labor and just giving ourselves grace to get our groove.
Time for 2 more. Megan High School Soccer Board. You guys' identity being defense first, and that really helped you guys in the first half with your transition and at least your offense. Can you just talk about your turnover ratio from this game because you guys really did hold them with turnovers and scoring off those two.
Yeah, I think Kurt has really locked in on defense. I mean, we work on that, 75% of practice? But again, that's because it's a new system. It's very different from how we played last season and it's working, it's hard. It's very energetic. It takes a lot out of you, but it works. And, we, like Chiney said, we have a team that is bought in to the defensive system. And I think that's the hardest thing to teach a team. And I think the offense is going to come. And again, we have a all-star point guard recovering on our bench right now. So we're really excited to welcome her here.
Chiney Amaya, right from Insider. My question for you is, you and Dearica, your high to low post action and passing action was great tonight. How did you guys build that chemistry?
I think we are some like-minded girls, and I say girls because I had a different word in my head, but like, we like to run and gun, and I think we also like to fight, and so knowing that we're mobile and we look for each other and we just are like definitely next play type of mentality posts. NECA's in the mix, Joiner's in the mix. Like we all sort of are the same type of player. And so we know how we like to think. If I get the rebound, I know Dearica's putting her head down and she's taking some 3 hard first steps. She gets it, it's the same thing. So just being able to read each other so early. And again, like great question, because shout out to Dearica. Game 2, she had a baby like 8 weeks ago. We're down a post. Actually post plural, and to show up in this capacity against, her former team and start the game the way she did, like that woman is a freaking superwoman. To be locked in mentally, like to be present, given all that she's gone through, my gosh, Dearica Hamby is special. And to be able to play with her, knowing that if she can show up and play the hard, it's like, dang, I can do that too. And I think there's always a story every night. First game with Zaya, we're trying to find our groove, rookie coming in, play hard. Like there's so many special stories on our team that sometimes go overlooked, but tonight I think was definitely a huge moment, even though maybe people might look past for Dearica, and I'm really proud of what she has done for us. And I, our teammates, that's what I love. Like people are great people.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
There.